win. Harden had 30 points and Westbrook at a game-high 33. And after the game, though, all the talk was about their defense. Harden said the Rockets are finally figuring it out defensively, and that will be the key to winning a title. So, Skip, on a scale of 1 to 10, what shot do you give the Rockets to win the West?
You can laugh if you want. I am all the way up to a 5, which is pretty high.
Okay.
I'm getting up in that 50-50 range because I am getting more intrigued by the night.
Okay.
The Rockets, right before your eyes, are launching, or maybe I should say relaunching, post-Capella trade. And to me, what is happening between Russell Westbrook and James Harden is all-time amazing, because I had some doubt about it. Now I have none. They are working together. They are clicking. They are vibing. They are catalyzing right before your very eyes, against all odds, because these are the two most ball-dominant players of their whole era. If you just look back at usage rate, how much the ball's been in your hands, just remember this. Russ led this whole league in usage rate in 2014, 15, 16, and 17, and James Harden led in usage rate in 18 and 19. And you're telling me, wait a minute, fire and water are going to go to... No. Yes, they are.
They've done a great job thus far.
They are two legit childhood friends who appear to me to truly love each other to the point they're willing to sacrifice at this stage of their careers for the one thing neither has, a championship. They have every individual kind of accolade you could ever want. We're about to talk to Mark Anthony Green on this show. He is the interviewer extraordinaire who's done so many big superstar cover stories for GQ, and he's got a new one. Cover story, Russell Westbrook, James Harden. Later in the piece, which we'll discuss, Russell Westbrook says, we have everything individually. I'm paraphrasing, but he says, we have more things individually than anybody in this league has. Well, LeBron has played 9 finals, and he does have three MVPs.
4 regular season, 3 finals.
Okay, 4 regular season MVPs. But what Russell is talking about is, in effect, I led this league in triple-double. I mean, I had 3 straight triple-doubles. Oscar had 1, for the season.
Right.
Nobody's ever done that.
Right.
And James Harden just revolutionized how offensive basketball is played, and most of us agree, oh, yeah, he's the greatest offensive player ever. I still would go Michael Jordan just on power and guts and will, but still, he invented a shot nobody had ever seen before, and I thought it was walking, and now everybody does it, the step back.
Everybody added the step back. You see Jason Tatum, you see LeBron, everybody's doing it.
Last night I'm watching Luka destroy my Spurs, and all he does is shoot step-back threes.
That's it.
Because you don't need to jump. You can just step back and shoot it. You don't have to shoot a jump shot. It's a set shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have done those things individually, but they have no championship, and they're willing to sacrifice. But something is happening right before your very eyes. The Rockets are slowly becoming Russell Westbrook's team. They got rid of their center so that Russ has now a super highway to the basket. And he's on it. Because if you look at the whole year in usage rate for the league, the whole year together, Harden is still 3rd in the league and Russ is 5th. So they both sacrificed some from 1 to go down. Since the Capella trade, that's 8 games, all of a sudden James has fallen to 9th in usage rate, while Russ has risen to 2nd. Russ is taking over games. Russ took 24 shots last night against Memphis to only 16 for James Harden, and James seems totally fine with it. Is James still probably going to lead this league in scoring? Probably.
Absolutely.
Probably, I mean, unless he falls off the tree somehow. But I don't think it's going to happen. So, to me, remember what the owner, Fertitta, said last week. He made a strong case that none of us, those looking up at the Lakers, Clippers, Denver, none of us fear the Lakers, Clippers, or Denver the way we did Golden State. Well, they don't. No. They just don't. So the Rockets are looking at it like, yeah, we can go small, and we still have a shot because we have 2 of the greatest forces we've ever seen. Nobody's ever played harder than Russell Westbrook.
Because if they did advantage, Skipper, you make a compelling point when you gave him a 5, is that the thing that they're forcing teams to do, because when D'Antoni says we're going to play the small lineup, we're going to force you to blink before we do. So in other words, what he means by that, you might start two bigs, but before long, guess what? You're going to be playing our height. You're going to be playing 6'6" guys where we have a decided advantage. What Golden State could do, okay, play small. Who you going to deal with Kevin Durant?
Okay.
And so now we bring in Iggy. We could take Looney, or we could take a big off the floor. Okay, we'll play with you like that. And Draymond, because this is what they did all the time. They're playing what Golden State did for years. Draymond was the 5 at 6'7", 6'6". And so then they and obviously they had KD, but KD wasn't the 5. Draymond was the 5. Skip, I'm going to give it a 3. But I will concede this. I didn't think this thing was going to work once they got rid of Capella. It might work in the regular season, but you know one thing. Kawhi coined the phrase last year, said, board man get paid. If you don't get rebounds in the regular postseason, you're going home. Okay. I'm looking at the Memphis game last night, Skip. The only advantage that they have is they have 7 foot tall Valanciunas. Well, they got him shooting jumpers. You got 6'5" PJ Tucker playing him at his back. They did. And y'all jacking up threes like them, and the next thing you know, they take him out the court, and so now we're a level playing field because all of your guys are 6'7". What Russ is doing, the reason why Russ is getting off more shots, Skip, he gets the ball, he gone. He ain't even, hey, don't even worry about, hey, y'all can stay back there if you want to. Skip, he going to the bucket. He cut down on shooting all those threes. He's hitting that mid-range game.
Stopped shooting threes.
He did.
He gave in on a team that only shoots threes and said, you know what? Not my strength.
Right. Everybody else, I mean, Covington, everybody else, Tucker, House, all you guys, McLemore, y'all shoot the threes. Me, I'm driving to the back. Either I'm getting a 15-footer or I'm getting to the rack. Skip, I mean, there are times, right? Let me look at this. It's a 1-on-2 to the basket. 1-on-3 to the basket. And he's finishing every play. And when the misses comes off, he's battling 6'6" guys for the rebound tipper to get in. But Skip, I'm gonna say it's a 3 because I believe that what's gonna hurt them, the Lakers are big, and I believe they'll punish them down low. I believe the Clippers. Now they match up really well with the Clippers for whatever reason. They seem to have a Clippers numbers.
They do.
The Nuggets will give them problems because Jokic. You're not putting PJ Tucker on Jokic at the end, because he's going to go down, he's going to punish you, Skip.
Okay, but conversely, Jokic is going to have a hard time on the other end.
I put him on PJ Tucker, because PJ Tucker's not going to put the ball on the floor and try to get around you.
He can shoot corner threes. You're going to have to get out there and get a hand up, and it's going to take you out of the center of attention.
You know what? I want PJ Tucker to lead the team in scoring. Because I know if you let Russ get 30, you let James Harden get 30, what's happening, Skip, both of these guys are getting 30. That's the problem that you're having, because you remember when the Lakers, they played the Lakers. Russ went for 40. James had an off night, but Russ got it going.
Got it going.
And now you're in trouble. You better let somebody else beat you.
In fact, my friend Tim Legler at ESPN said last night, Russell Westbrook is playing the best basketball of his career right now.
I can agree with that.
Okay, that's a mouthful. I love Tim. He's a smart guy. That's a mouthful.
Nothing seems forced. Skip, there are times that he was getting no triple-doubles. He was forcing shots. He was jacking up unnecessary threes. Now he's going to the basket. He's shooting that mid-range. He'll drop it off because what he have, like 8 or 9 assists last night.
Yep, he did.
So he's playing phenomenal. James Harden is like, I'm looking up and I'm like, it seems like James Harden just made another 3. And the next thing you know, Skip, he's 5 or 8. And that's what happens. Now, for me, they beat the Lakers by shooting threes because they made 19 of them. Now, if all bets are off, they're going to make those kind of threes in the playoffs. All bets are off.
That's not going to happen every playoff game.
Right. But I believe big team, the Lakers, which are huge, will punish them down low. I get it. You know, you still got AD and LeBron. And LeBron probably, Skip, is going to have to play a lot more out of the post to punish PJ Tucker, because they normally put PJ Tucker on him.
Good. I'll give you that. LeBron's going to have a big advantage.
Yes.
And he's going to have to take advantage of it.
AD's going to have a big advantage.
Maybe not as big as LeBron.
Well, who's going to play AD?
Play somebody smaller. Okay, remember, if need be, they have Tyson Chandler sitting there on the bench. You can do it if you need in stretches to bother somebody.
Right.
Okay? So what did they all rave about after the game last night? They jumped ahead at halftime 73-34 on Memphis.
It was about 40 to 4. They had another Clippers game.
Like that. I agree. they all talked about, for the first time maybe in their lives, their defense. James was talking. We're finally getting there defensively, and that's what it's going to take for us to win games. Defensive end, commitment. They're scrappy on defense because Russell and James can be nasty, scrappy,
get a lot of
shrewd
steals.
Defender with their hands. They're all over everywhere, deflecting balls and disrupting. And last night, I watched the whole first half, and I was in awe of how hard they were all playing on defense, maybe ignited by Robert Covington, who's been first-team all-defense in the past, and they added him. And Jeff Green will come off the bench, and he will get up in you, right?
He hit some big shots last night also.
Yeah, and so did Austin Rivers. Boy, he was just cooking last night.
He was.
9 of 12 and 4 of 7 from 3, and McLemore shoots threes like crazy. They have a very interesting mix of players. One big one way down at the end of the bench, but to me, again, have I ever trusted Russell and James in huge playoff games? I have not. But we'll get to this when Mark Anthony Green joins us from GQ. There was one other great quote in there. James said that on the court, I stay in my box, meaning within my own emotions, because he shows none.
Nothing bothers me.
Nothing bothers me.
They doing all that talking and carrying on.
He just ignores. It's like he's aloof. He's just above it all. And yet, Russell said, I tend to lose it.
I stay out of my box.
He stays out of his box. But the fire and the ice tend to mix, and they're good for each other because Russ has brought a little bit more out of James, but James will lead Russ. Remember when he ran up to him and said, use your head, right?
Because think about it, Skip. Last night, Russ got another tech.
He got another
because he's
out of nowhere.
Every time he's doing this or he's doing that, he's staring at the guy, and it's like, but that's him.
That's him.
That's him.
Okay. Somehow it's working in the weirdest, craziest, all-time, sort of intriguing way.